Love is the basis of life. Love is everything. Everything that you have in your life today, whether it is physical or non physical, whether it is things or people, that is because of the love that you are. That is because of the love that is present inside of you, inside out of you, and that is your existence, isn't it? Every single thing that you have drawn towards yourself, that you have attracted towards yourself, is because of love only. So it is very important to acknowledge that everything that I have is the representation of me, is the representation of the love that is me, is the representation of everything that I am. And the only reason why I have it in my life, whether it is that bulb or that calendar or that towel, it's because of me and the love that I have thrown out into the universe. So every single thing is not only the representation of love, but it is the representation of who I am, isn't it? So you don't need to really count and say ki, okay, this is all that I have, and some people have less of that, so they have less love and I have more love. No, it's about you and your own individual life only. If you have everything that you need, if you are happy and content in your life, if you are satisfied in your life, that's your representation of love for your own life, isn't it? You cannot really compare each other's, because your own requirements are different, someone else's requirement may be different. Simple things as well. If I have something and someone else does not have something, I need to be focused on only my own life and what I can do to make my own life experience better. I do not really need someone else's validation, someone else's approval, or someone else's certification that yes, Sagar, okay, you are living a good life. No, I don't need anybody else to tell me if my own life is good or not. It's not about Sagar, it's about an individual. Nobody should really need someone else to tell them that okay, you are leading a good life. Okay, you have these many likes, that means you are a good person. No, not at all. It's nothing to do with what others have to say about you. While others' opinions definitely help, contribute as a feedback, that helps you in telling you how you appear to the world out there. But that's where it ends as well. Thereafter, it's your own journey, it's your own individual experience. Therefore, even if you don't have something that you see someone else having, whether it is a Valentine, a partner as well, it's your own life. It is the indicator of your need to focus on your own life. It is the time period that you have got in order to build yourself towards anything that you may be wanting in your life, whether it is a partner or a job or buying a house, buying a car, buying a new bike as well, shopping as well, anything and everything that you may be wanting in your own life. It is your focus that needs to be set correctly without comparing even one person to anybody else at all. So even if you are single today, it is very important that you don't crave for love, that you don't run behind love, that you don't really sit and expect love from others, because that is not love, that is neediness, isn't it? You are somewhere hollow and you want someone else to fulfill that hollowness, to fill that void of say 19 years, 20 years, 30 years or 40 years as well. Nobody else is even remotely ever capable of filling your void. It is your own job to fill your own void, and then go out there and not look for someone with a void, and then go out there and look for someone who has come forth with intentions similar to yours, who has come forth with values similar to yours, who has come forth with lots of love. And maybe that person may have worked on himself as well, and then reached a point in life from where he or she needs, or not needs, but would like to have someone who is as positive, as elevated, or as focused and dedicated on the goodness of life, that you would like to really be with that person. In the sense, one person cannot really fulfill another person emotionally. I can give my share of money to someone else and fill that person's bank account, or if someone is in debt, I can take money out of my pocket and give to that person, or maybe repay that debt, take that person out of his or her debt. That is something that can be done. But if that person is feeling lackful about love, if that person is unable to experience love in life, about everything that he or she has, nobody, and not even God, can do anything to make that person feel happy. I see many, many youngsters, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 year olds, craving for love, craving for relationships, feeling depressed and lonely in life. Most of the reason behind that is that they see their peers, their friends having partners, and that is what makes them feel depressed. Now, I attract only those people because I'm a life coach and somewhere a teacher of well-being as well. So that is probably the reason why I see many of those people as well. Of course, I see many others having partners and living very, very happy lives and busy in their own lives as well. But then people who approach me many a times, whether it is on social media or in real life as well, they are very, very lonely, they are very, very depressed and very sad about their lives, and this video is for them only. It is very important that you not crave for love, and you do not really need to have 37 years of experience in order to understand all of this. Not at all. Experience of a few people can help you in your own life prevent the mistakes that those people may have made, isn't it? So it is not that if Sagar has lived 37 years of life, I also need to live 37 years of life in order to understand all of these things. Not at all. Someone else's experience, someone else's thoughts can actually help you in opening up your own mind and cleaning those layers and reaching your own hidden potential and your own abilities to attract everything that you want in your life. So it is very important that you not crave for love. There are so many people who follow up with others for love. They are constantly in touch with someone and following up literally with that person to experience something back from that person, and that is love. You just see someone's photos online and you just crush on that person. You just fall in love with that person so much that day and night you only spend your mind's energy thinking about that person. This is not healthy at all. Crushing over someone essentially itself is not healthy at all. And this may sound very bad and very boring, but then that is how it is, isn't it? Liking someone is nice. Okay, I like that person, I like that guy, I like that girl. How nice, how sweet. That person looks so nice, that person behaves so nice, that person's voice is so nice, maybe that person's body built is so nice as well. That is something you can appreciate as well, isn't it? Because if someone has maintained himself or herself physically, emotionally, mentally so well, that is an inspiration and you really like that thing about that person. It's not in a bad sexual manner, but it is definitely to do with that person's overall personality, isn't it? If you like someone, that's one thing, but then crushing over someone, liking someone's photos so much that you just fall in love with that person, that is totally undesired. I can say this from my own experience as well. People just see my photos online and some of them are like, Sagar, I just have a crush on you. Sagar, I just like you. Sagar, you just fulfill a few criteria that I want in my partner. Or Sagar, I want to meet you. Sagar, I want to do things with you. That is a sweet thing. That is something that I take as a compliment and I feel flattered about all of these compliments received. But then it is important that you stay strong as well as a person. Especially as far as Sagar is concerned, I wouldn't really be wanting to have someone who is craving for love, because that's not my job at all. It is both the individual's job to be full of love. Love about what? Love for life, love for the self, love for one's body, love for one's everything that one has achieved in life. That is the love that one would be fulfilled with, and then both of these individuals approach each other full of love. It is never 50%, 50%. It's always 100%, 100%. So it is not only people who fall in love with my photos and then want to fall in love with me. It is about people doing that with others as well. And needless to say, I have done that as well in my young age, in my maybe early 20s as well, late 20s as well. Just fallen in love with photos and it is not photos, but it is about the perception that you have about that person based on the photos or the posts of that person that you see. So you need to remember always that I need to be strong first as an individual. I need to be complete wherever I am. Even if I am 19 years old, I need to be complete. I need to be strong and satisfied and happy in my own life, and say to myself that, hey, this is what I am, and I am very proud of myself, and I know life. Whatever I know, I am very, very proud of that, and I am here to be strong as an individual, be independent emotionally as an individual first. And that is when I know that the right people will automatically be drawn to me. I don't really need to follow up with someone in order to experience love from someone else. So what if everyone thinks the same way and waits for love? It's not about waiting for love as well. That is a very negative approach to love. Love is something that should be very easy to experience, easy to find. As in, if you are full of love, you automatically find many, many people who are full of love as well. And you get an opportunity to exchange that love with one another. Not fulfill that person with your share of love, but then exchange love with one another. When you are fully not only content, not only full of love, but also strong as an independent individual, you automatically find people to exchange that experience with. But again, what if everyone is waiting for coming across right people? Nobody is waiting really. Not everybody is watching this video as well, isn't it? People are hunting for love these days. And while there's nothing wrong as such with that, it's part of the game. It's part of youth. It's part of that passion that people have or youngsters have towards life. It's very much a part of that. But then at the same time, the few ones who are watching this video understand and need to understand that I am here, and my life will naturally take me to someone whose life has also naturally brought him or her to that place. It's not a physical place really, but it is both of these energies coming together at the perfect time, at the perfect moment. It could be anywhere, absolutely unimaginably anywhere, that will bring both of you together. And that's when you'll realize that yes, this is the right person for me. I can say this, of course, now I have also craved for love for a long time, but then it is important to understand that I was on a different journey altogether at the same time. All of this understanding, all of this life coaching that I have been doing for the last more than a decade now has kept me strong. The amount of sadness and loneliness that I am seeing 19 and 20-year-olds experience today, I don't know how they will be at the age of 30. And then over a period of time, especially the homosexual guys, I can definitely talk about them more than any other people from the LGBT community. Those guys don't find love, and then they get married forcefully to girls, and then undesired experiences keep happening with them. So it is very, very important to stay strong and gain clarity about yourself, which is when the right people naturally come into your life. And when things are natural, when relationships are natural, you end up in experiencing a very, very enriched and a beautiful life. That is the life that you are here to lead, not a life of cravings. And craving for love is not only one of the worst cravings that one can have in life, but that is a craving that can never ever be satisfied.